Hello friends, welcome you all. Today we are going to learn about the exercise number 3rd of course ENTO 354 for the semester 5th new, and the course title is Pest of Crops, Store Grain and Their Management. The exercise number 3 includes the pest of maize, bajra, wheat and minor millet. It means that it includes the different pest of millets which affect the yield losses in that particular crop. So let us see which are the different insect pest population which occurs on different millet crop. Here, before going towards the different insect pest populations for the millet crop, we should know about each and every pest of the millets that will cause the economic damage in that particular crop. So, in that, the first one is pest of maize. In that pest of maize, the first pest is the cobworm or earworm. The species is Helicoverpa armigera. This is the one of the polyphagous pest. In case of here the maize called as a cobworm. The name itself indicates that why it's called as cobworm or earworm, because the caterpillar of the Helicoverpa armigera feed within the earheads or feeding on the developing grains, and they make a small minute hole on the surface of the affected crops and cause a economic yield loss. Then the next pest is fall armyworm, and this is the nowadays the major and the new invasion of the pest in the most of the cereal crops. The species is Spodoptera prugiparda. Here, this is the two identification marks on the body of the larva of the fall armyworm. At the head region, there is one inverted Y-shaped structure is present, and on the tail region, there is a four black dot spots in a square form present on the tail region. And in a right side picture, this is the male and female moth of the Spodoptera prugiparda. Then, how this fish actually damage in the field conditions? After the male female mating, the female lay their eggs on the surface of the leaves in egg masses or on the leaf sheath or stem. After the hatching from the eggs, the neonate larva is emerge out, and the neonate larva at an initial condition scraping the green tissue of the leaves, and the affected leaves shows a silvery or white blotches on the surface of the leaves. Instead of the feeding, this neonate larva shows a ballooning effects for the landing zones, which shows a ballooning effects. The larvae which fall short on their landing zones when ballooning from the maize plants. Then, after the subsequent development of the larva, the first three install larvae scraping the epidermal layers and form the silvery white blotches on the surface of the leaves and form a window pane like damage on leaves at early stage. And then after the grown up larva feed on a large amount of leaf tissue and causes a yield loss. At a later stage, the rag and elongate holes on the leaves leading to the shaded appearance, which in case of severe infestation, the shaded occurrence occurs, and there are the number of there is the excreta is also seen on the infested plant parts. This is the fall army worm. And next one is a stem borer. This is also the major pest of the cereal crop or maize crop. Here, the stem borer, it is a lepidopteran pest. The species is Chilopartellus, and the damaging stage is caterpillar. The caterpillar lay their eggs on the surface of the leaves, and at an initial condition, the caterpillar feed on the leaf holes and making a small series of hole on the surface of the leaves, and which shows a short hole appearance or short hole symptoms. Then after it enter into the main shoots by making a small hole on the surface of the stem, and the feeding inner content of the stems and produce one characteristic symptom. That symptom is called as a dead hurt symptom. The next pest of the maize is shoot fly or stem fly. The species is Atherigona orientalis. This shoot fly, it is a dipteran pest, hence the damaging stage is maggots. The yellowish color maggots, it is enter into the shoots or tender shoots or central shoots and feeding inner content of the shoots and causing a characteristic symptom, that is the dead hurts. And the in case of severe infestation, the side branches or side killers is also occurs. Then next pest of the maize is aphids or plant flies. It is a sucking pest. The species is Rhopalocipum medis, and here The aphids, it is congregated on the different tender plant parts and suck the cells up from the different plant parts. As a result of feeding, in case of severe infestation, the infested plant parts become dry up, and instead of the feeding, these aphids also excrete a honeydew-like substance on the surface of the plant parts, and which develop the black stomach fungus on the plant parts, which affect on the photosynthesis. Photosynthetic rate is reduced and yield is indirectly reduced. The heavily infested tassels, in this picture you can see here the heavily infested tassels by the aphids. Then how we can manage the different pests in case of maize crop? It means that there is the integrated pest management with the help of different techniques. How we can manage? For the cobworm management, they set up the light trap, and light trap is nothing but the one of the used for the monitoring and the mass trapping purpose. Then we can use a 6 pheromone trap for the cobworm with a helilure and collection and destruction of grown-up larvae from the field during agriculture operation. Then numerarily, it is one of the entomopathogenic fungus used against the cobworm. Then NPV, that is the nuclear polyhydrosis virus, is specially used against the Helicoverpa armigera. Then chlorantraniliprole, it is one of the recommended insecticides against the cobworm in maize. Then for the management of the fall armyworm, for the monitoring purpose, we can install the 6 pheromone trap. Then for the preventive purpose, deep summer plowing. Then follow crop rotation with non-host crop. Then intercropping with pulse crop. And then you can use a Napier grass as a trap crop or a water crop around the main field. Then in case of curative measures, we can use a bird perchers or we can use a light trap. Then these are some of the botanical insecticides like a 5% NSK, azadirachtin, and the neem oil we can use against the fall armyworm. Then Metarrhizum, Beauveria, Nomoria, Bacillus are the different recommended biopesticides against the fall armyworm in case of maize. And the Trichogramma and the Tilonas are the two important egg-parasitoids we can use against the larvae of the fall armyworm. Then Lambda-cyhalothrin, chlorantraniliprole, imamectin benzoate, and spinetoram are the different recommended insecticides against fall armyworm in case of maize. Then for the management of the stem borer, grow the resistant variety like the Kanchan, Kundan, Ganga Saped, like that. Then Lablab and the cowpea as an intercrop to minimize the infestation of the stem borer damage. Then we can set up the light trap to attract the moth of the stem borer. Then these are just some of the recommended insecticides: Foret, carbofuran, and the chlorantraniliprole. Okay. Then for the management of the shoot fly, the early sowing before the 15 June, then use high seed rate, synchronized sowing are the preventive measures, and in case of curative measures, the removal and destruction of affected shoots, then destroy dead herds, and the fish meal trap. It is mostly used against the shoot or stem fly for the mass trapping purpose or for the monitoring purpose. Then imidacloprid, carbofuran, and Foret are the different recommended insecticides against the shoot fly. Then for the management of the aphids, there are some of the systemic insecticides we can use against the aphid like acetamiprid and thiamethoxam. And in case of botanical control, the 5% NSK and other dectin we can also use. And the Lecanicilum lecani is the mostly used biopesticides or entomopathogenic fungus against the aphids, and the the coccinellid beetles and the Chrysopolla carnea are the two major predators used against the aphids. And then the next crop is wheat crop. In that wheat, the wheat is also one of the important, we can say that the Rabi crop. In that wheat, there are the different major and minor pests also infest. So the first major pest is the shoot fly or stem fly. We have already seen in the last pest of maize crop. This is the adult of the shoot or stem fly. The species is Thaligona, and the larva, also called as maggots, it is nothing but the legless. It is enter into the main shoots of the wheat crop and feeding inner content of the shoots and causing a dead herds. Then next one is pink stem borer. The species is Sesamia inferens. This pink stem borer, the larva, it is the damaging stage. It enter into the main shoot or central shoot and feeding inner content of shoots. As a result of feeding, in case of severe infestation, causing a dead herds symptom at vegetative stage and white ear symptoms locally known as purines in case of at a reproductive stage. Then next one is a termite. It is a social insects, and these termites, having a different caste, in that the worker caste is the damaging stage and the worker feed on the root portion or the stem portion of the wheat crop and causing a drying of plants in a different patches. And then sucking pest, that is the wheat aphids, causing a congregate on the different tender plant parts and suck the cells up from the different tender plant parts, and a result of feeding the infested plant part become dry up and yellowish in color, and after that it also excrete a honeydew-like substance which develop a black pseudomal fungus on the plant parts and reduce the photosynthetic rate. Then how we can manage the different integrated different pest in the wheat crop by a IPM technique. For the management of the shoot fly, early sowing, use higher seed rate and synchronous sowing in case of preventive measures, and for the curative measures, especially for the monitoring purpose or for mass timing purpose, we can use a fish meal trap and the imidacloprid, folate and carbofuran are the different recommended insecticides. Then for the management of the pink stem borer, we can install a 6 pheromone trap for mass trapping and monitoring purpose. Then destruction of stubbles, affected shoots and dead heads we can remove. Then eggs can be eliminated by introducing the Trichogramma minutum. It is one of the egg parasitoids, and Telonomus species also the egg parasitoids we can use against the pink stem borer, and these are some of the recommended chemical insecticides against the pink stem borer. Then for the management of the termites, we can dig out the or locate the termitoria which is found or which is present in our field or on our field, and destroy it along with the pins, or also drench or pour the termites mounds with a solution of chlorpyrifos 20 EC. Then irrigate the crop regularly to reduce the incidence and keep the crop healthy and vigorous. And for the curative purpose, we can drain this soil with a chlorpyrifos 20 EC solution. Then for the management of the aphids, we can use a coccinellid beetles and Carassopala carnea. It is one of the major predators. Lecanicillum lecani is one of the important biofungicides, or you can say that the biopesticides. Then NSK and other are the different botanical insecticides. Then acetamiprid, thiamethoxam are the recommended insecticides against the aphids. Then next crop is a finger millet, that is the pink stem borer. In case of finger millet, this is the major pest. This pink stem borer, the larvae enter into the main shoots and causing a dead head symptoms, and we can see also the frost on the bore holes, and the bore holes on the stem we can easily visible in the infested fields, and the larva feed on the inner content and causing a dead herds. For the management of the pink stem borer, we can install a 6 pheromone trap. Then destruction of stubbles and affected shoots and dead herds we can also remove. Then these are the some of the parasitoids we can also use against the pink stem borer, and these are the some of the recommended insecticides. Then this is the ragi root aphid. This root aphids, it is suck the cells up from the root portion of the ragi plant, and the plant become dry and reduce the yield. And here the carbaryl, it is one of the effective insecticides we can use in a vegetable powder form against the root ragi aphids. Then this is the ragi earhead caterpillar. It is a lepidopteran pest. The caterpillar, it is attacked on the developing grains and inside the ear heads and damaged grains with the fecal pellets. Even webbing can be seen in the infested fields. And for the management of the ragi caterpillar, we can spray the crop with malathion and carbaryl. Then next one is the grasshopper. This is the we can say that the major or minor pest of the most of the cereal crops. The egg laying of the grasshopper, it takes place in soil, and after hatching from the egg, the hoppers or the nymphs is emerge out, and both hoppers and adult is damaging stage. Most of these both is feeding on the leaves by cutting the leaves from margin up to the midrib. And for the management of this, we can clean sanitation and plowing after the harvesting of the crops, early sowing, summer plowing, and spider is also used as a predator or natural predator against the hoppers of the grasshopper. Then Entomothera grilli, it is one of the effective biopesticides against the grasshopper. Then this is the blister beetle. Mostly it is feed on the bajra crop. There are the two species, Letta species and Mylabrus pustulata. The grub of the blister beetle is beneficial because they feed on the eggs of the grasshopper and locust in the soil, and it also produces one of the cantharidin chemical. That chemical is nothing but the acidic substance which produce due to the crushing the or we can say that the when the beetle is crushed with the human skins, they produce a cantharidin and causing a blister on the human skins, hence known as a blister beetle. The oviposition and the pupation takes place in a soil. Then this adult is only damaging stage, and adult is feeding on the flower parts or inflorescence part and causing a partial sterility in the plant, and the earheads do not form, and if the earheads forms it become a empty. For the management of the blister beetle, collection of the beetle by hand nets, and we can dusting the crop with a different dustable form chemicals. Then this is the green stingworm. This is a sucking pest. It is also major pest of the bajra, and this pest is both nymphs and adult at the damaging stage and suck the cells from the developing grains and causing a yield loss in a bajra crop. Species is Najara verudila. This is all about the pest of millets and their management. Thank you.